All right, well, I'm with one of the senior most person who is responsible for developing the two new beauties from the house of Mahindra and Mahindra, the two new EVs, the BE6 and the XEV90. And this is the guy who's I'm going to introduce Mr. R. Velusamy, the president at Mahindra's, of course, technology division. Thank you so much for joining us. And with this particular development, the prices have been announced, sir. I want to ask you the story behind developing the Inglo platform, developing the all new 127 patents you've actually been signed. They will have the entire tech. Give us a brief as to what the idea was when you initially started to develop the two new EVs. What did you go through in mind? What was the initial briefings, the design? Tell us about that, sir.
So back in September 2021, after launching XCV700, there was always a thought, what would be our next generation products would be. So we said there's always a thought about luxury products. And though the luxury products are not available in India at the affordable prices that Indian masses are looking for, and the performance of those products are not available in India, and therefore we targeted to get those performance. What do we mean by performance is the quietness of the vehicle, the ride handling. For example, you drive for 400 kilometers and for 6 hours, and then you get out of the car and you are as fresh as that you get when you get into the car. These are certain things customers are looking for, and they are available in multiple luxury brands. Also, the interior, the how the look of the interiors, the design, how it appeals to the cars, the lighting systems. If you see these lighting systems, you'll see it. The technology. Can we bring in heads-up display? You know, the two-wheelers, people go, three people, four people go. The foreign cars do not detect those actors, road actors, correct? So all of these came into picture, and the safety. So we thought, why don't we develop the next generation platform called Inglo that will not only be electric, it will give an incredible range of 500 kilometers on road. We don't talk about certification values at all because it doesn't matter to the customers. Minimum 500 kilometers. It has to meet the 5 star rating for safety. It has to have the excellence in the vehicle parameters, whether it is noise, as we said, noise, ride, handling, music system, entertainment system. People love it, Dolby system. The people go to the theaters and then they love the music systems. So 16 speakers, can you bring it and put in front of you, side of you, over your head, back of you, and these music systems, using a Dolby software, you can send to each speakers the typical music instruments, and then you hear it as a mixture, and it's like you are sitting in a concert hall, and you are hearing like with a noise free vehicle. When you are sitting in an entertainment, you are going for a 400 kilometers. It's awesome, right? And likewise you have the lighting systems interior, you might have noticed. Then we have three screens. So typically the first screen is for driver, and the second screen is for the radio, navigation, all of these stuffs. The third screen, in these two screens you cannot play live videos, or you cannot play cinema, movies, all this. The third screen you can play as per rule. So the third screen, you put a cinema, you have a Dolby system, you have 16 speaker, and from this third screen you can attach another two screens. The rear seat passengers can visualize. So you are going over 400 kilometers, you see the movie, and you see a cricket match, you see live speaking of YouTube, all these channels, over 100 plus channels you can see it. It has a internet, 5G network system, all of them it has. It has an eSIM. No car has got this facility, it has got an eSIM. So this is the technology that we have thought of from the beginning. That will be the next generation from XUV700. And that's what you see it. It happens to be an electric vehicle, but it is not short of any shortcomings that typical electric vehicles have got it.
Also, Melu sir, if I may ask you, how many engineers did you get altogether to build this car, including low platform? You did about millions of kilometers of testing of the car, plus did various tests for the batteries as well, because the battery is the key part, it's the backbone of the EV, sir. So how did you ensure, and how many engineers were collated together to do this over a period of 2-3 years?
So in the 3 years, 36 months that we did, we created a separate vertical for electric vehicle development with the 2,200 engineers. 2,200 engineers we have recruited over and above, which was already existing. We had 2,000 engineers, so the cross total is 4,200 engineers. 2,200 engineers were working for 3 years to create this product. It's a We have created a software development center, Mahindra Software Defined Vehicle Center in Coimbatore. We had 250 software engineers working who really worked on this vehicle to create what you see, this Maya. Um, yeah,
No,
it's a
I mean,
battery. There were 300 engineers were working on the battery,
wow.
and the battery is the real asset for this vehicle. It has the thermal safety. It has all the in 20 minutes. Below 20 minutes, 19-20 minutes, you charge from 20% to 80%. That's a charging time. I mean, it's incredible.
But so don't you feel that with getting EVs in the market is fine, but for India's market, for a market like India, you need to have that ecosystem of electric charging stations also, which of course you are developing. Is there any new technology that you're working on? Probably in future we may see on easy charging of EVs for Mahindra is possible, sir. Any possibilities at that front?
So right now the trend for another 2-3 years is at least whatever you can do. The 20 to 80% charging in 20 minutes is going to be the standard for next at least 3 to 5 years. It's not going to change. For rest of the people to catch this feat is going to take lot of time. It's not easy.
Why is it that, sir?
It's not easy to you need that kind of technology in the battery pack. Our team would have explained in the cooling system. We have a transverse cooling system concept, and we have a blade cell, and the chemistry of that blade cell is too good for very fast charging. So it is an advanced cell chemistry that allows us to advanced cell chemistry, advanced cooling system, advanced the BMS, what the battery management system that they call it as, all of them put together, and the profiling of how you charge it. It's a patent. So all of them put together is what is enabling us to charge it in 20 minutes. 20% to 80%. It's an
Last
incredible
question
beat.
to you, sir, Velu sir. I want to ask you from a personal friend. I want to ask you: did you get your inspiration for the design, for the product, for the technical aspects from any global brands that you've seen? Because you've been into engineering for like decades now, sir.
Yes, yes.
What was the factor behind one factor behind your head that no, this probably could be like this brand or probably anything like that? Anything that you had in your mind?
So you really want a battery uh, in the electric vehicle. What matters is the battery pack. You need range 500 kilometers, and you need an LFP battery. LFP cell chemistry is what will work for India because of the India is a hot country. You cannot struggle with NMC. I mean, it's a very difficult one. And the second is this battery has to be lifetime battery pack. That's the most important thing. These three, when you guarantee to the customers, then you put the technology on this. So if you look at all the European benchmarks, we have the dynamics. If you're the B6, if you drive, you see the dynamics of the car. You can bring in the dynamics, you can bring in the ride quality, you can bring in the quietness quality inside of the car, audio system, the best audio system, Dolby, Harman audio system, all of them, 3 screens, all of these technologies, park assist, heads-up display, all of them you can bring in. But can you guarantee the battery? Is the most
So
important thing.
battery guarantee was that one factor in your
One
mind.
factor that we went behind it and then we got it. We wanted 80 kilowatt hour. We are not talking about 30 kilowatt hour, 40 kilowatt hour. Usko 35 करो, 40 करो, 45 करो, 50 करो. वो business में हम नहीं जाना चाहते.
Alright.
हमको 80 करना है. और 500 kilometers हमको.
But why 80? But why 80?
80 is what gives you 500 kilometers range.
Okay.
Real world range.
Okay.
That is why we
That was R. Velusamy, the president, and of course one of the most senior functionaries at Mahindra. Explaining us about what really were the factors that went behind, and of course the magical figure that 2,200 engineers have actually worked on developing this product. The planner person Kishan in Pune. This is Chetan Bhutani for Business Today Television.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.